other one for Mystic Mystery says, Dear Solan, what do you plan on doing for your birthday? Well, I took care of half the day where I went to OCB and had a big breakfast. Now the other one I plan to do is I plan to go to my Uncle Mike's for either a weekend or a night and spend some time with Uncle Mike. Second, now, lastly, I have a special guest I'd like to introduce you to, everybody. For lack of names, we're just gonna call her Jewel. We're just going to call her the Jewel Lady, or Jewel for short. Or Jules for short. Now, hopefully...
What are you doing over here?
Okay, so...
Connor, she's having a bad brain day.
Okay.
What are you doing over here?
Okay.
Is it for Donald Trump?
No, it's for pretty much all of them.
Oh my god. Okay, what is it?
They said, I got one from a number one. Now, guys, this next one comes from a Henry. Dear Marceline, who would you like to see win the election the most?
Me? Probably Bernie Sanders, because it's like, I actually, at a rally that he did, there was a mother that, brought her 6-month-old daughter with, and she got hungry, and the mother said, you know what, I'm not gonna wait 10 minutes, if you're gonna be screaming by then, I'm gonna feed you. So she started breastfeeding, and right after the rally, because she was in the second row, Bernie Sanders and his wife went down and thanked her for breastfeeding in public without any shame or nothing. So you know what? I'd like to see Bernie Sanders become president.
Well, personally, I'd like to see...
If you guys haven't realized that I'm a Democrat, and I extremely hate Republicans, so I can, yeah.
Well, I'm one of those neutral guys where I would love to see one person on one side win the election for a certain number of reasons, and I would like to see Democrats win the elections for a certain number of reasons. If it were me, I would most like to see Hillary or Bernie win the election, simply because they both bring up some really good points. They talk more about policy than they do about ranting and raving and throwing dirt on each other. That's my thing. Because when you watch the GOP debates, all you see is
They're
them.
fighting like 5-year-olds and insulting each other.
Yeah, they're Yeah, exactly as Marcelin put it. They're fighting like 5-year-olds in a sandbox throwing dirt. Okay, that is not because apparently.
Do you know what GOP means?
Grand Old Party.
I can't believe.
Sorry about that.
Grandma is.
Oh.
Grandma's, you're right.
Actually, that was
beautiful.
that was a little awkward yet hilarious right there. Okay, now
Grandma's on medicine.
Yes, Grandma's on medicine. Now they're acting like children in the sandbox and here's my deal with Trump.
Where's Mama?
Okay, here's one of my major beefs with Trump. He's a multi-billionaire businessman. Why on earth would he build a wall that he can't even make money off of? And who the hell's gonna pay for it anyway?
You know what?
Who? Name one man. One man or woman who would pay for that wall.
Now, I want to take a picture.
Okay.
I also want to say something about that wall. I think he's wanting it to be the Great Wall of China. Do you know how fucking long they took it to make that damn thing?
What?
A long time.
Almost 1,000 years?
Yeah. That wall is huge.
Yeah.
Now imagine Italia. Never mind. I'm not saying it.
Now.
Oh, why should you stop now?
Because it's a perverted thing. There's children probably listening.
Yeah, there are 5 years. Kid show, Marcelin. Kid show.
It's a PG-13 show, actually. Get your facts straight. I'm kidding.
Now, when it comes to the GOP, in my opinion, they need to stop throwing dirt around and actually.
They need to start making sense on what they're gonna do. That's what they need to do.
Now hold your
hands up. They do. Yeah, they do. Marcelin is right about that. I agree. Now, I believe that.
Put your hands out like
now,
this.
I believe that the Democrats are and the Republicans are all good people. However, I don't think that any of the Republicans would be right to lead this country. Especially not Trump or Cruz.
You want to know something? A lot of celebrities are actually saying, taking to social media and news, like ET and whatnot, if Donald Trump becomes president, they're moving to Canada. And there's actually, I did look this up, this is a really legit thing. Canada is allowing Americans to come to Canada if Donald Trump becomes president. They have a whole plan that said, you know what, you Americans, if you don't want Trump to become president, come move here.
Right.
That's what I'm doing.
Right, and my thing is...
I don't have money to do that.
Right, and my thing is...
I might if I win the lottery.
My thing is... I just... That would drive... It would drive me insane to see people being tortured on a daily basis. Not to mention the fact that we'd be building a several-story tall wall that could, by all means, take thousands of years to make, and we'd get no money off it.
Dude, you guys do know that, like, okay, you guys know how Donald Trump has his whole campaign is self-funded, right? You do realize that, like, 7.5 million of those, that is actually donations from somebody else. like various other people. You guys do realize that that's bullshit. If he says it's going to be like a self-funded, it should be his own money and not somebody else's.
Well, yeah, and from what I hear, he's starting to take donations, too.
Yeah, from the KKK. Yeah.
Now,
That's your president, people, that you guys want to have be our president.
Okay, now here's my thing about supremacist groups. Why don't we get policemen in there or something and make those groups disband? Because the more hate we have, the more hate's gonna be. The more hate we have for one another the more hate's gonna be created.
Solan, I really hate to tell you this, but history is always going to repeat itself. We haven't learned our bloody lesson, and it's been how long since the humans first came? You would think we would have learned our lesson the first 2,000 times.
Okay,
really?
Yeah, and here is my thing. It is my firm belief and my just hate can only breathe more hate.
Yeah, I know that. Why do you think Hitler came? Okay, wait. No. If World War I would have never happened, then Hitler would have never came into power, and we would have learned our freaking lesson then. But
look at this picture of Dozer I took.
Well, my thing is, he's
10, 11 years old.
He's still a little shit.
Yeah, my thing is, you can't, build a wall and expect to make billions of dollars off it. That's a bad investment. And my thing is, I would think that Trump knows a thing or two about that. I mean, it just...
Apparently, there's a really long list of stuff that Donald Trump has tried to invest in and work, and each one has failed. Why do you guys want him to be our president? I mean, come on.
Okay, yeah. Trump Hospital. Trump U. Trump...
Yeah, all of them have failed.
And now he's wanting to build Trump Wall. Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? A wall across the border. No, there's no way. I mean, our country is bleeding out the ass enough as it is without Trump spending trillions of our dollars just to make it go, just to build a wall that we're not even gonna see money come out of. A wall that could just easily be destroyed. That much easier. I mean, that's my main thing. Not only that he's building a wall, but that he thinks it's actually gonna stay there. I mean, it's not gonna stay there. It won't stay there. America shouldn't ever be about, it is my firm belief as well, that America should not be about
my brain hurts.
tearing down and building walls. We should be breaking barriers. We should be standing up. We should be out there fighting what we believe in. And we don't. And that, my friends, is part of why America is dying. Okay? Now, I will say this, though. Paint your circle like a diamond and paint it with many, many colors. I'll see you in 30 seconds, everyone. And I can only do 3 shows today, unfortunately, because I have to get ready to leave. And because I'll be leaving